Sometimes you're better off dead. All right, everyone. Welcome back to the show.
Just kicking it off.
We're starting quick today. Don't have a ton of time, but we want to get this in right. So today we're going to be doing a pickup video. But before we get into those pickups, I'm Rich.
I'm Jared.
I'm Bradley.
And behind the camera we have producer Rich. Say hello.
Hello.
And we'll get started. So, Brad, I'm going to skip over you. I saw you walk in with nothing in hand. So
I'm going to do what you did last week. I have this shirt. It's a Muse shirt.
Sick.
The girlfriend went to the concert. I couldn't go because Coachella, and I work out there. So, yeah.
Who'd she go with?
She went alone.
What?
Loser. Oh, great. When she watches this now.
She doesn't watch this live.
So she went alone. Where was it? The Forum or something?
It was at, what is the pond now? Honda Center? Honda Center.
I think so.
In Anaheim, yeah.
Oh,
It was
not
them,
too far.
Evanescence, and then she said the opener was terrible before Evanescence.
Did she like Evanescence?
Yeah, she likes
I
them
don't
a
even
lot.
know around anymore.
Yeah, and then obviously she liked Muse, but she left about 30 minutes, 40 minutes into their set because she had to come home. So
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard a song from the Muse.
it's just Muse.
Am I allowed to say? Every time I say the Muse, you guys get mad, so that's why I
There's
say
no
it.
the, dude. It's
Okay,
just
but that's
Muse.
like saying Sting. It's the Sting.
No, you already lost this.
Yeah, I
argument.
lost the argument. Okay, I'll give on that one. But Jared, I only have two things today. How many you got?
About 3.
You got about 3. Okay, so then just start.
Okay.
Also, I think one of our commenters set up a GoFundMe for me to start bringing things.
Yeah, so
that's nice of them to do that.
Yeah.
it's thoughtful.
Yeah, very thoughtful.
So far, it's received $0 though, so you're still
Yeah.
bringing nothing.
I think the target is like what, $20?
Yeah, you don't need a lot to bring at least something.
Yeah.
But go for it.
It's more of a time thing with me. But anyways, Jared, what you got?
All right. So I didn't realize somebody already wrote on this, but it is what it is. I got me Star Wars Shadows of the Empire.
That's a good game.
For
N64.
N64.
Now, this is authentic. I got to give it to...
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, it's dirty, so it's got to be real. Who would sell a dirty ass repro? But yeah, there is writing on top. It looks like they wrote the name of the game on it, probably because they were storing these with the spine out.
See, I wouldn't even thought of that. This guy's an expert.
And yeah, I mean, now have you seen the stickers they make now?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to promote anybody because I don't know who actually sells them, but they actually make stickers with the image from the game on the top here for the spine. And so when you store them, you're not like, oh, where's
But
my
I don't
Star
know if
Wars?
I want that because it's kind of messing up your cartridge.
I mean, it's better than the marker that's on this
Well,
one.
yeah, I didn't even see
You
that.
can just get a label maker.
You could. I mean, but they actually put a lot of work into it. Don't make fun of people's Etsy stores, dude. Like, they're doing nice things for the community.
If it's not brought to you by Nintendo, I don't want it.
But no, Jared, this is cool. What'd you get this for?
$14.
$14.
And
Nice little.
that's the American one, right? Not
Yeah, it's a
American, North
N64
Yeah.
game pack, and it has a nice little pizza stain on the back, dude. This is nice, dude.
That's real, dude. That's
Yeah,
real.
I like that.
See, I'm trying to because remember, obviously, in previous videos we already spoke about it. We sold our collection, so I'm slowly trying to buy back the games that I could remember that we had. So I'm slowly buying them back.
That's a really fun one, man. We
It
played
is.
that thing a lot.
Now, I remember playing this when I was a little kid, and I don't know much about Star Wars. I knew even less about it back then. I didn't know if this was canon with the story. Like, I don't know.
couldn't tell you.
I think it's just supposed to be. I don't think it's canon because don't you fight like Boba Fett and stuff?
Yeah.
I remember flying around.
And you
I remember the coolest thing when you shoot them
think
off and
that's
they
the
fall.
game.
Remember you shoot them, they fall off the side of the. You shoot like
Yeah.
stormtroopers and they fall. I thought that was so cool.
because you're just a bounty hunter. I think. In that
I honestly
one.
couldn't remember. I remember his name was like Dash or something.
I think his name is like Drathi Travantis.
No, it
or
wasn't that at
something.
all.
No, that's a good little pickup.
I
though.
do remember. Wasn't there like a train level or something? Where
think
you're
so.
Like, and
I remember it being
a
hard.
Nightmare.
Yeah, I remember being hard because the control wasn't great. And I remember there was like that Yeti looking thing you can unlock in like that one level, and he'll attack like the stormtroopers or he'll try to kill you.
No, the one thing I remember, I was playing that. It was raining outside. I'm gonna take you guys back a little bit, give you a little visual. Playing that in the living room on that TV that had the speakers on the side, and the whole TV kind of looked like a what would you call
That old RCA TV we had.
Yeah,
the one with the buttons
wood
fell out?
one, the wooden. It was a wooden TV. I don't know what you'd call
Talking
it.
about a grandma's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a piece of furniture. Yeah.
Yeah, the big
Yeah.
furniture TV. So we're playing on that, and then of course producer Rich here, who's pops to us. He's like, hey, let's go get some food. So we go jump in the old. Was it a Toyota Corolla? The little
That blue
white
one?
one.
Was it white or
What was the little white one? Or
So-
it was like a little hatch.
That was a Mazda.
What was the hatchback?
Mazda.
Was it Mazda?
Mazda.
So we jump in the Mazda. We're driving on the freeway in the rain to get some Wiener Schnitzel.
Okay.
We get to Wiener Schnitzel, and then on the way back, I notice a spider is falling from the headliner
Yeah.
in this thing, and it was a little white little spider. It wasn't anything crazy. And then when we got back, I remember playing that level with Boba Fett.
Yeah,
and
that's a tough level.
But that's what I remember about this game. That's the memory that hits me.
I don't remember that.
Wiener Schnitzel, Boba Fett, spider in a Mazda.
I don't remember.
I
any
do
of that.
remember somebody yelling spider, and we freaked out. But at the same time,
You were in the back seat,
yeah,
so
I
you were
was
safe.
definitely in the back. I was a child.
But you were safe. But I digress.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Winter Schnitzel. That's an amazing place.
Yeah, you love.
Spider must have been scary. It's a suppressed memory for him.
Well, I hate spiders. Dude. They're disgusting.
I'll go into my first pickup here. And this week I brought one super hot fire and one pretty garbage
Super
pickup.
hot fire.
But I think I'm going to start with the garbage one so you guys see the good one next, okay?
We can go
any
buy a
guesses?
Super hot
So,
fire? What
Yeah,
is
it's
that?
super hot. It's
You
like
never heard super hot fire?
I've
it's-
never.
yeah.
Don't even know what that is.
But like you guys roast me for not bringing anything, but half the time you guys bring something and you go, you're probably gonna think this is trash.
No, this isn't trash. But okay, so this is like $5 on clearance at Best Buy.
Super hot fire.
And it has a sticker on it. This is not the super hot fire one.
Oh.
Has a sticker on it for $19.99. So that's how you know you got a good deal. Unlike at GameStop where I got
Okay.
ripped off. Need for Speed Heat.
was
Okay,
gonna say,
for
I
like
didn't-
$5. I know the game is not great, and I know it's old, but I didn't have it in for $5 at Best Buy.
No, I heard that game is solid.
Well,
not
there's the
bad.
new one. I heard is good.
Yeah, no, I heard that one's pretty. It's just right in the middle, like just average.
I like the box art, and I can't see myself. Is this on Game Pass? I know they have EA Play.
Might be.
I don't like the NFS. Like everyone's trying to shorten everything up. Just
Well,
write
I think the
Need for
new one.
Speed.
I think the newest one after
So
this one
dumb.
says Need for Speed.
So are you the Kentucky Fried Chicken guy? It says it's not KFC, it's Kentucky Fried Chicken. Are you that guy?
You sound like an old man.
No,
That's what
because
producer
people will
Rick
say
says.
people will say KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Nobody's gonna go NFS, Need for Speed.
Okay, but
it's like just put Need for Speed.
What I will
what
I
is
will
that?
say is it says NFS on the front and NFS Heat, but on the spine here it does say Need for Speed Heat. So does that change your mind if they're both on there?
No, because that's what this is telling me is they're like we're hip, we're young, we're trying to shorten everything up for the millennial, and then here they're going, oh, we're just gonna write Need for Speed Heat. They're trying to play both. Then again, it's a business decision.
Yeah, I haven't ever played it. Hopefully it's good. But for $5, couldn't pass it up. $5 or $6.
Did
something
you
like
know it was $5 when you grabbed it?
Yeah, because it was on like I do weekly. I was scrolling through deals. I was going through clearance at Best Buy, and this was $5. So I added it to the cart. It was free with pickup at the store.
And they couldn't bother to smack a $5 sticker on it?
No, because these are those garbage 1999 games that they have everywhere. For the longest time, I thought these were all going to be like used games. Do you know they used to sell used
They
games
did,
there?
yep.
I don't know if they still do.
I don't think so.
But at least unlike GameStop, their used games are marked. You know.
Yeah.
So, whatever. I digress. Go ahead, Jared.
This game, you're probably going to roast us. I remember there's a movie attached to it. We loved it as little kids. I remember he came home, producer Rich came home, like, hey, you want to buy us this game for Nintendo 64? And he goes, yeah, sure. So I remember playing it, and it's a very, very easy game. Benjamin probably could play it and beat it. It's kind of a forgotten Pixar movie, but it's
Oh, I know.
A Bug's Life.
Good game.
Yeah. Now, this movie I haven't seen in probably 15, 20 years. The game, if I remember correctly, kind of matches the movie.
Pretty sure it does. Yeah.
I remember being pretty easy. Like you would throw like fruit or something at them. Remember, you get different colors and you throw it and you kill like different.
At the grasshoppers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'd collect seeds and stuff.
Yeah.
From what I remember, it's close to the movie, but again, it's been a while.
We wanted this because I remember we had a Nintendo Power magazine and this was advertised in it, and we were like, that's how we, they didn't have the internet like they do now, so we were looking in it. And we're like, oh, this game looks amazing, this and that, and then we convinced him to buy it, and I think we probably went to Toys R Us.
Well, and I think we're a Bug's Life family. There was Ants and a Bug's Life that came out at the same time, and I think maybe most people were a Bug's Life.
Yeah, most people were. Now,
but it was much better than Ants.
If you watch them today, Ants is a better movie. It really
Not
is.
for, I mean, you probably would say Dante's. What was it? Dante's
wait,
Peak,
wait.
and then there was Volcano or
Oh
something.
yeah, you got to
Do your
smell
thing.
this and do all the stuff you do
Oh,
with it.
yeah, it looks real, dude. I mean, you see a little divot there. Okay, nice.
Little scuffage here.
Yeah. I mean, again, no one's gonna make a fake cart of Bug's Life.
That's what you would think. These
I-
screws don't look original. One of them's got a little stain. See, these are two different color screws. Something you missed there. So this is probably
I missed it, or do I just not care to look?
See, why is one like bronze, like it's been damaged from the sun, and this one looks new?
You're right, Brad. Somebody definitely went through all this work to make a crappy Bugs Life game
Hey, dude.
repro.
It's not crappy.
It was like $12, bro.
That's what I mean. You're not going to repro something for $12.
I was rooting for the grasshoppers in the movie.
So yet again, I'm adding to what I could remember. Now I might forget what we had on some of them, but I'm going off of memory. So I know we still have a few that I have to buy.
Do you have WCW NWO Revenge?
No, but from that one, from looking, it's pretty cheap. I just haven't gotten it yet.
That one we played a lot.
Yeah, we did.
As
and,
well.
Who's your favorite character?
Man, what was that guy? Psychosis? What did we call him?
You thought it was physicist. You couldn't read.
Physicist. Psychosis was sick. Who else was in?
I liked playing
one?
as Sting, and they would always make me drop his bat at the beginning because he'd come in with a bat already. And it's like, that's not fair. So I would have always dropped the bat.
I like that big Asian guy. Was it like Ming Chi or something? Where you were just like kicking.
Oh yeah, we had every like belt, like
every
our
tag
tag
team
team partner. He was and we went try to go off a real life. Well, how real it is, but he was Rey Mysterio Jr. and I was Billy Kidman.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Kid Man.
Yeah.
And Rey Mysterio did those little flips.
Yeah, and I always remember we had to watch. I think it was Monday Nitro, and because they were tag team partners for real, and they're the champions, and somehow in the storyline they had to fight against each other. Remember? And I remember Rey Mysterio beat him, and I was so upset because I like Billy Kidman way more.
Billy Kidman.
And I remember
that's
wore
a
like the
throwback.
denim cut
Yeah,
shorts.
and I remember it hurt me so bad because at the end, after Kidman lost, he was such a good sport that he gave him the belt and he raised Rey Mysterio's hand.
Wow.
He took the belt from him. I always remember that.
He was a
You're,
class act.
you're that guy.
It broke
It's
my
like,
heart, dude.
It was
It
a
broke-
good sport. It's fake, bro.
It broke my heart.
It's not fake.
It's scripted.
It broke my heart, dude.
There's still, let's say this, there's still crazy freak athletes for throwing their body on the
100%.
line, and a lot of them are shredded, probably steroids, whatever. I don't care how they get there. But yeah, it's scripted.
Yeah, I think producer Rich's favorite character, or I don't know, I don't want to call him character. I want to be rude. Big Papa Pump,
No, that's Scott Steiner.
or was it the cat? Which one was it?
No, it's Razor Ramon, but
So Scott Hall.
Scott Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to have his toothpick and throw his toothpick.
Yeah,
I almost said Steve
when it was.
Nash.
Yeah, when it was.
I don't
when it
think
was
Steve Nash was there, dude.
No, Kevin Nash and Steve Nash are quite different in
Yeah,
size.
yeah.
Maybe is Steve Nash.
Steve Nash is 6'3", Kevin Nash is almost 7, dude.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Steve Nash still pretty tall.
But I'll get into my next pickup and final pickup here, and I'm expecting to win with this one.
Is a super hot fire one.
This is the one that's going to make me win and take me over the hump yet again and defeat Jared, okay?
Oh, Jared, you're saying you never heard super hot fire? Remember
I've
super
never-
hot and mute spitter? Those videos I showed you with the guys rapping?
Oh, I forgot about
super
Super
hot
That
fire.
guy was good.
yeah.
You know,
Here we go. Stellar Shift Xbox controller. So this was on sale at Best Buy. I know you guys aren't shocked because you saw the short on the channel already.
I
but,
didn't.
well, here you go.
don't watch anything on our own channel.
So I mentioned this one a few weeks ago. Remember I had the Lunar Shift and it's kind of just silvery?
Mhm.
Well, this one, I see you drying your hands
Yep.
because you are
I do
wet
have
hands
sweaty
Bradley.
hands, yeah.
But look at this bad boy. And look at the grips.
This is nice.
See, Brad's a control
Solid
expert.
weight to it. If you can see, we'll do a little light thing
Ooh,
here.
give it the
so
shift.
can
There you
see it.
go.
Look at that.
The little shimmer
See,
and
right here it's
shine.
just stellar. But now it's stellar shift, right?
Yeah, it's shifty. I can't see it in there at all.
We just gonna go buy that?
I liked it.
Yeah, 'cause
As long as he's hyping my stuff, I'll let. Did you notice that though? Is that different to you?
Yeah, normally they won't say Duracell
Right.
on them. They'll say like it'll say Duracell really small, but it used to say not for retail sale really big, and then it said Duracell small. This one says Duracell large, and then says not for
Are
retail
you
sale.
really?
I'm being serious. That's
Are
where they
you
are.
really
Yeah,
critiquing
100%.
the batteries?
Nope. But when I opened it, it's one of the first things I noticed that they said, because I always asked you, did they partner with Duracell or Energizer? And I knew the color, but I never remember which one's Energizer, which one's Duracell. But now they literally say it on there,
Okay.
which is very
There
interesting.
is a
I wonder when
slimy
it
spot on there already.
My hands are completely dry.
So, what did you say you paid for this?
$54.99,
That's normally what, 70?
$64.99.
So about okay.
Not a huge deal.
No,
but,
I just wondering.
but
I didn't know if
honestly,
you said it or not.
it's a beauty, man. I'm not a big purple fan, but
You wanted me to buy a purple car. What are you talking
because it shifts like that, it's a dark purple though.
about? Oh, that's right.
Absolutely fantastic
But
looking controller.
beautiful, beautiful, and that's what's going to take me over the top. That's what's going to get the
Well, it's
fans
definitely not
voting in
Need
my.
for freaking Speedy.
It's better than
sorry.
Need for Speed.
NFS.
Yeah.
But I think that's what's going to take me over the top, and I believe the fans are going to be like, Rich Tendo. Every week, I feel like when they're watching, they're cheering for me and they're rooting against you. So, if that isn't the case, let us know in the comments because Jared does get down on himself.
I
and he
care
cares
less.
a lot.
And every pickup video, they're clamoring, and they're just like, he still didn't bring anything.
Yeah.
What is wrong with this guy?
What's your last one, Jared? What you got?
This is my last hope because I know Brad might see this. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll dabble in that.
Okay.
All right, I didn't even know they made this. I was just scrolling through, saw it. I was like, oh, nice.
Okay, get to
Roller
it.
Coaster Tycoon for
Oh,
original Xbox.
Okay.
Now check this. This is a beaut. Look at the book.
It's got the book in there. Okay.
Thick.
It's a thickie.
Yeah, I mean, it's the book.
Look at every
It's not even in color.
detail.
And
I
the
noticed
good-
that too. I thought it was they probably just copied the old PC
No.
version.
The good thing about it too is that I hate when you get these books and like a lot of them will have like the back notes page and like some dork, some prior owner wrote like little notes that like
Yeah,
you can't
sorry
even
the
read.
kid
Yeah.
used his stuff.
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
I remember getting a used copy, and I
Some
don't know,
dork.
I don't know what happened to it, but I had a used copy of Metal Gear Solid for PlayStation, and there's this part where I could not pass. You had to. Anybody that's played it knows you have to get a hold of your partner.
Ocelot.
No, Ocelot's the bad guy. Otacon.
Otacon.
Yeah, and you got to get a hold of him, and he's like, "Well, guess you got to secretly find his code." And I didn't know. I was like, "Damn it!" So I just happened to look in the book, and some dork wrote the back and put Otacon and put his
code there?
his code there. I was like, "Oh, thank you."
Wow. No, this is anytime you can get an original Xbox game you don't have, I'm all for it. Did you check the disc to see if it's in solid shape? It's never been played.
Yeah. Now I'm assuming that's the Roller Coaster Tycoon.
This is the one we had and played, right?
No, that was
No,
Theme
that's
Park Roller
Theme
Coaster.
Oh, that was the one when was it Brad or you that said, "Did we build Hades
That was him.
yet?"
That was me.
It was
No.
supposed to be Hades.
So the thing is, Roller Coaster Tycoon.
You're just gonna gloss over my comment, though.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean,
we'll
touch
touch
on
on
it.
roast on anybody, right? Roller Coaster Tycoon and the Theme Park is EA's version of it, and then there's Theme Park like Roller Coaster and all kinds of different theme park games, and then Roller Coaster Tycoon is the other brand. I think it's Atari that made it. Was it Atari?
I thought it was like Infograms
Oh, maybe
or
it-
something.
yeah.
Or...
Yeah. So there were different ones, and then I don't
Microsoft.
think EA doesn't make theme park games anymore, and so now it's Planet Coaster against Roller Coaster Tycoon. Now they have another theme park game coming out on Game. I don't know if it's on Game Pass, but it's you can already pre-order.
But see, you're real big into those because I remember when the Series X came out,
Yeah,
right?
remember-
Like
yeah.
the first game
Go
you
ahead and roast
wanted,
me.
and he's like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna get that. I'm not gonna eat lunch. I'm gonna get that game." And then it was on
Wait,
Game Pass.
not eat
and,
lunch?
yeah,
Okay, let me
then it
tell
was
the
on
story.
Game Pass,
Let
and he
me
goes,
tell
"I
the
guess
story.
we eat lunch."
No,
Trying
me-
to
okay.
save a couple bucks
So-
or something. Yeah.
It was the brand new $70, and I was like, okay, I wanted to play Planet Coaster for years because I don't have PC, so I wanted to play Planet Coaster forever. And then they announced it for Xbox, and it's going to release on Series X day one. I'm like, awesome.
That's
but I
what
was
he was looking
so
for.
excited, I didn't look into it being on Game Pass. I just assumed in my mind I was going to go to Best Buy and spend $70 on it.
Yeah.
So then he's scrolling through the day we first got the Series X, and he's plugging in and going through Game Pass, and there it was. And I told him, well, Dad, I got 70 extra bucks now. We're going to go eat lunch. And he roasted me for that. It's like
He
well,
roasted you for it, but I guarantee he joined you for lunch.
Well, we did because we went to Super Chili Burger.
I don't remember where we ate, but Super Chili Burgers.
Yeah, we
is
went to Super
fire.
Chili Burger, and after he was talking crap, but I bought lunch. He said, "Well, since you were gonna buy the game for $70, you might as well just buy me lunch." I'm like, "Well, he kind of has a point."
yeah.
Because I saved you $70 by finding it before you went and bought
You
it.
actually saved me about 30 because I had to buy food for you, me, and him.
$40.
You, me, and him.
Well, breaking news actually, right? Is you guys both bought the same PC, right? You guys are gonna have PCs now?
Yeah, that's our biggest actual pickup of the week.
Yeah.
The PCs that we picked up. Now that we're kind of doing a lot of the editing on our own. Brad's been Angel, who was the Yeti guy on the screen a couple videos back. He was doing the editing and was doing a really good job. He got pulled away for some time, and now Brad's doing the editing again, which I think you were doing editing in the beginning, doing really well.
I did the editing.
getting better.
Eh.
Jared, you've never edited
know,
anything
I don't know.
in your life.
So I'm buying the PC so he can figure it out.
Yeah, that sounds like your style.
Yeah.
Like that, Jared. That's
I'm
Jared's
the guy that throws
style.
money at it. And
Jared,
says, you figure it
Jared
out."
doesn't like to
Get his hands
address
dirty.
any problems head on. He'll just throw money at it and try and make it
Well,
disappear.
I got problems all day long. I got to deal with. I don't want to deal with editing on top of it.
It's a good thing to know, learn how to do.
I mean, I'll
So,
try to figure it out. I mean, I'll do my best to learn it, but at the end of the day,
I think what we need to start doing at the end of the videos, though, is say edited by,
Yeah.
and then people will be able to vote for who did the better
Yeah,
editing.
they'll probably
You're probably going to be way better than most of us in
they'll
the
probably
beginning.
be in the comments going, "Bring Angel back."
Yeah, the
Bring
Yeti.
Angel. I don't know how you do that in a comment, but they'd find a way.
I thought there was something else. Producer Rich, did you have something? Did you brought something to the table? Is that
yeah,
it?
just something small. I didn't really. Yeah, just picked it up a few
Oh,
minutes
that was-
ago.
Okay, Jared, open it up. What is it?
So it is. Anybody know anything about John Wick and guns? Obviously, this is a Terran tactical replica. Not replica because it would be like same size, but
Mini
a
replica.
mini replica of the John Wick handgun.
Okay.
It's
Now,
a combat master TTM.
so I guess you pushed a little. Anything you know about guns? You released the magazine, not the clip. It's a micro SD. You said?
Yeah.
It
Micro
holds
SD.
it, or it's
It's just a
actual-
holder, yeah.
Yeah. So you put the little
Oh.
magazine, so you can act like you're like a John Wick.
And the slide comes back too. and
Slide
everything,
works. You can actually break
Look
it
at that.
down too if you want.
That's pretty cool.
So if you know anything about guns, you never want to use a slide lock. You want to like that because every gun's different. So you might get used to the wrong using different guns. So you want to do that. In case you didn't know that.
and
Interesting.
Yeah.
So people out there
you
actually care.
You could put this on your keys, as you can see. It's got a little clippy here. A little clippy. I guess is that the technical term
Just
for
a
that?
hook, I guess.
I
like
don't know
a
if it's
cheap-
clippy.
What do they call it? A
Carabiner?
cheap
Little
carabiner.
lanyard?
Yeah.
Well, see, I don't know if you haven't seen it because we already talked about it and you haven't seen it, but John Wick changed movies, action movies.
Okay.
Changed action movies the way, not that shaky cam crap. We got rid of all that. So they changed action movies, and John Wick 4 is probably the best one.
You come off as a very smug individual
Yeah.
sometimes,
Yeah.
and
You know
when
what?
it comes to John
No,
Wick
no,
and
no.
firearms,
Since we're going there,
you
I've had
come off
comments.
so smug.
I had comments to people that I know that watch our stuff because most people that watch it, the people we know, say you come off as a smug idiot.
Me?
Yes.
And I don't mind if I do or if I don't, but I'm not
Yeah,
going to.
multiple
That was
Right.
very pretentious, though, what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, in case you don't know this
I'm
about guns, let me show you.
Cams no go.
And then, oh my God! In case I know you haven't seen the Wick, but let me tell you, the shaky cam stuff, no more. They changed action
Okay, so
films
what's
forever.
worse? What's worse, that or coming out and talk about the cinematography and talk about the music every time, like this
What?
guy does? Every time we come out of a movie,
But
the
see-
music was great.
First off, it's called the score. Okay.
Well, no, cinematography uses the camera. I get that.
Yeah.
But Brad's never done that on camera. He does that to us.
Yeah, no, I mean, I mean, I do. If you're gonna ask me about a movie, what was good about it, I'll be like, the score was crap. You know, the cinematography was good because some movies have good score and good cinematography, and the more movie's just boring. But I mean, you got to give credit to
Kind
the
of like
guy.
The Revenant.
Yeah, that's a
That movie
perfect example. I
sucked.
thought the Revenant was a good movie, but it
Nah, it
was
was horrible.
It was a good movie in regards to like the atmosphere and the way the camera was and like everything
Oh
was
shit,
moved.
Jared, you were right.
But like other than that, I'm just like it was just boring. A lot of it was just fabricated. I mean, the best actor in the movie was Tom Hardy, not Leonardo DiCaprio, who just crawled the entire time with fake.
I mean,
anyways,
I
we're
thought
going
the
down.
bear
Okay,
was
so
the best.
so we're gonna. He
Yeah.
took shots at me and made fun of me. Then he took shots at you and made for you. So what about this?
No,
idiot?
you already told
about
me
this
that
idiot?
everyone I've ever met who's ever watched the
See,
video
there
that
he
I
goes, There he
know
goes. There he goes.
says you're a smug idiot. That's like, here he goes with the nuclear too. Like all I
Yeah.
said is,
He's trying to get you on his side now.
I'm not trying to get anyone on my side because I know that the viewers.
What, the 50 of them watch?
The people have spoken.
But don't minimize.
And 35 of them
even
is
if-
people I know.
Don't minimize. If it's 50 today, it could be 100 tomorrow.
Yeah, and people retroactively go back and watch these things.
Yeah, and they're gonna be like, you know what?
We've all done it. We found like a YouTube channel, and you're just like, I kind of like this channel, and then you go back and you kind of binge watch all of them, and then you're kind of sad when you're like, oh,
There's nothing left to watch. And they're gonna agree with me again.
They will not.
Just like they're going to agree with the best thing here. So let's vote real quick. I'll start with the voting. I'll go with the John Wick minigun.
He's just doing it just because he doesn't want to make anything of mine.
No,
so ridiculous. After you know about the guns.
Well,
You're
guys,
such a douche
remember-
with the guns, and then he picks the gun.
Remember, what we say really doesn't matter. It's
better.
what the people comment. That's really
Actually, just put it-
if
I
the
don't know, I'll put it
commenters like what you got, that means more than
Well, and we'll
us.
we'll cover
Yeah,
that at the
let's-
end. Who we'll read the comments from last week's video and see what people said about our pickups last week. We'll do that at the very end, so stay tuned for that. But I'm picking the John Wick thing because it's actually something that I believe you'll use. Not only do you like it because
Bang,
it's
bang.
John Wick, jeez, but
Doesn't get
the
it.
fact that you won't lose your micro SD is pretty cool, and you can keep the clippy on your keys.
The clip.
I'm actually not gonna do that. I'm just
You
using-
could, though.
I'm gonna,
Let's pretend you're going
It'd
to.
get
I'm gonna use it
damaged.
as display.
Yeah, it would get damaged so fast
with
with
the
your
air
keys.
soft.
That's what I'm voting for. Well, also you have your little John Wick area. You put your script that you have. You put
Yeah,
that
everything's going
there. You
together.
put this there. You got your little John Wick pop. You got a
Well,
little
he's-
John Wick corner.
Doesn't he have like a big headshot of just
It is, it's
Keanu
just
and
Keanu.
his just
Not yet.
I mean, I don't think I have a right to talk. Like that.
that was my whole point. That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
For the
Anyway, so
Valentine.
1 point for John Wick
Valid.
minigun there.
Yeah.
Brad, you're up.
Okay, so if I have to vote, okay, so we have Bug's Life. What was this one again?
Star
Good game,
Wars.
the Star Wars
Yeah.
game. Obviously, you're going to have a lot of people in the comments that are going to pick that just because they're going to be like, I love Star Wars. I do too.
No, you don't.
No, I do. I like more of like the video game in the older movies. I think the new movies are just terrible. And
You're
now
like,
we're talking
"That
about movies
doesn't
again.
count."
God damn it! No, I have to go with the remote controller. I mean, first off, it's twice the price of everything. It probably costs all this stuff combined. But I'm a sucker for
probably.
controllers, and I break a lot of controllers and use them too much where the joysticks don't work anymore. So I would probably go with that.
Jared, you're up.
I don't know that NFS is for $5.
That
Hell
is
no.
cheap,
Hell
yeah.
no, the control.
See, at least he's honorable, and he picks. What,
And
yeah.
how am I not? You're saying I'm not because I picked something that producer Rich got, and you guys have suckered me into the whole John Wick thing.
Dude,
and
you
what-
go watch them.
Here's what
Do
I like.
yourself a
Here's what
favor.
I like about his purchases, though, is I know him so well. He goes down rabbit holes.
Yep.
And it's like he's so into something today, and he'll be into it for 3 weeks, and Sucker Punch, for instance. He has a bunch of Sucker Punch stuff. Never seen him buy it again, watch it again, whatever. It's fine. But he went down, and this might be the end of the John Wick era for him until John Wick 5 comes out, and so I'm going to respect that and be happy for him. I don't know why you're judging me for making my
Yeah.
choice.
Tomorrow he'll be on a Furby collection, right?
You're acting like the thing I picked is obviously worse than A Bug's Life and Star Wars. Like,
No, this Star Wars game, I think you're kind of underestimating.
it's a good game. I have it. But
Yeah. See, he did
Okay.
it again.
whatever. Go ahead, producer Rich. You pick.
Oh, by
you
the way,
vote.
you didn't ask me what I paid for that roller coaster tycoon. I think it was like $25, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
this
bad.
is the original,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. That PC only Xbox.
Producer Rich, you're up. What you got?
The roller coaster one is one that I personally would play a lot. I like it. But I think the best thing on the table is the controller.
I firmly believe that you were gonna pick
Oh
the
my God,
roller
no
coaster
matter
game
what he does.
Yeah.
until we called him out right now with our hand gestures.
Yeah. He's probably
Well-
a flat earther though too.
No.
It's a big time conspiracy.
I want to say something real quick
Yeah.
before we close. We were talking about the wrestling earlier, and Scott Hall. Actually, it's Scott Oliver Hall. I just want to mention that he did pass away on March 14th. So I just want to say
Oh, he did.
of this year.
Last year.
of 2022.
Oh wow, over a year ago.
Yeah. So I
Yikes.
just want.
Do we know what it was from?
I don't see
Like that
it here.
matters? I don't know.
I-
Just,
it
I
was-
was just curious.
Well,
Yeah.
it's crazy to watch. You know, they play these characters like tough guys and that. And then I watched this video where these two kids had cancer. I think it was Jerry Springer. So this is when he was still WWF at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he came out and, you know, in character, he'd always wear that stupid, like that vest thing.
Yeah, it was like he was a biker.
Yeah,
or
he
something,
came
right?
out
Yeah.
and he
And the assless chaps, right? He wore those
No,
too.
yeah,
No,
so-
that's someone.
No,
it looks
they were
big
asked.
briefs. Looked like the briefs. And he came out and he was telling the kids like they're like because he was their favorite and he's like, well, you guys think I'm tough. He goes, but you guys are tough. Well, what you guys are going through. And then he
Yeah.
ended up giving him his belt and stuff. I mean, so they play these tough guys on TV and they people have problems, but at the end of the day, he was a super nice guy and everybody
I would
that
feel
I
like
read,
most of the wrestlers, to be honest, probably really are.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like it's a really tight knit community.
Yeah.
Like whether you like it or not, or you think it's scripted or not, like you just mentioned, I think most of them are pretty good human beings. Even like John Cena, right? Like, yeah, he, maybe caved on certain things politically you might not agree with, but you hear he's a pretty solid guy.
Yeah.
And I feel like it'd be a very easy, a very easy profession to kind of become a dick. I guess you can see, but
Yeah.
even like Dwayne Johnson, right? He's huge, and then you hear things where he signs autographs all day for everybody, and so yeah, I mean that sucks that he passed away. I didn't even know that. How did I
Yeah.
not know that?
It was big news last year, dude.
Yeah, he was 63.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's way too young. But
Yeah,
those guys put
our-
their bodies through hell.
R.I.P. for
Yeah.
sure. Okay, let's move on into the thing that won was the controller, right?
Yeah, the
the controller won, and then let's finish this real quick. We'll read a couple comments from the last video, so they can say what won. So we had somebody named Double Dragon. So props to you, Double Dragon. I think we might know who Double Dragon is, but he said he's the one that GoFundMe for
Who
you,
plays Double Dragon?
and he picked Monopoly was his favorite thing.
Okay.
The Mario Monopoly, and then the man/boy cave. Props to him because he comments on a lot of these videos too.
Okay, and never mind, I got it.
he
I
says-
was like, what?
It's a tie for Link's Awakening and The Quarry. Both are solid
okay.
tiles. And then he admitted, or he acknowledged, I got hosed on Ori when they sent me
You did get hosed on that.
the new Fate game. And then that's I think let's see, we had somebody else who commented. Again with the Monopoly, and that was Dale Cooper.
Okay.
So
So do you
sounds like Monopoly won then, because
that was a pretty
Monopoly.
easy
Yeah,
one.
it's unique.
And
Pretty easy one.
yeah, so thank you for everyone that commented, and please continue
keep it
to
up.
do that and let us know. So, but you guys agreed I was the winner as well. So sorry, Jared, if I'm smug for next week.
Yeah, I had another pickup, but we'll just save it for next week.
Would you do leave it downstairs or something? Or?
I honestly don't know.
Okay. Well,
Shows you how much I
do you think it would have won the contest? Possibly.
No, I think he would have probably thought it was kind of cool. You probably would have roasted it,
Okay.
but
On that note, then,
but it could be a complete sealed version of Ocarina at times. You probably still would have roasted it.
Never.
Yeah.
I think it was mood because it's in a bag and the cat starts
Oh, the
chewing on the
cat, yeah.
bag, and I don't want him to
You
swallow.
guys have
it,
cats?
so I
Yeah.
moved it.
He does have cats, dude.
Mini cats.
I guess we'll have to see next week then.
I'm looking forward to it, Jared.
I have a couple. I have things coming in the mail too.
Okay.
I have things coming.
I have a couple things coming as well, and then there is some big name stuff coming out. I think at the end of this month, beginning of next month, that will be exciting to present on the channel.
The one I have is I am not proud of it at all, but it's something you have to have. I'm just gonna leave it with this: if you're N64 owner, you have to have this game.
Fighting Force.
No,
Donkey Kong.
don't guess. No, but
Is it a yellow cartridge?
no, it is. I'm just gonna leave you with this. It's a garbage game. No, don't guess.
Okay. We won't guess. So we'll leave it at that.
Little teaser for next time.
Yeah, I think everyone's excited. I think they're coming back now. If they made it this far, that's why they're coming back. For that
Totally
teaser.
teased right now.
But on that note, appreciate y'all's time either watching or listening. And as always, we appreciate it. Until next